This is the main control unit for the van. I'll just go through a few of the details for you. So this first button here is to operate the water pump. So if you turn that on, you can hear the water pump engaging, and then it'll cut out once it's under pressure. Cuts back in when you're running the tap. When you're finished using the pump, if you could knock it off and then just drain any residual water out of the system. This one here is for your grey water tank. So if you push that button, it tells you how full it is. So at the moment it's on the second level up. Once it reaches the third level, we recommend to empty it. If it gets any fuller than that, there's a chance, if you're not parked level or if you're driving, it'll overflow and you'll end up having water pouring out the bottom of your van. The next one is this one here, which is for the inverter. So if you turn that one on when you want to use 240 volt power, and if you give it a minute, the microwave will pop on. So that's microwave on, and also the hob will now work as well as your 240 volts here and the one in the garage as well. To operate the hob, it's just the on-off switch. So if you push it on, and then if you push the function button, it'll operate the hob. At the moment it's coming up with an error message, and that's because it's an induction hob and there's nothing on the hob. So it will not actually engage until you put a pan on, and then it comes up and tells you that it's sitting at power 5. There's 8 power settings, 1 to 8, 8 being the highest. To turn it up and turn it down, it's just these 2 buttons here. And if you take it off, it again just cuts out. To turn it off, again, it's just power off. The next one is, this is just a temperature and humidity sensor. It's just for information. Next is, we've got some USB chargers here. So if I just flick this open, we've got 2 USB-C and a standard USB charger, and it's just an on-off button to work those. The next one is the battery display unit. It just tells you how much charge is left in your battery. Between the solar panel and the charging from the alternator, your battery should be kept pretty much topped up. If you do find it's dropping, it's probably because you're using the inverter a lot. If that is the case and the battery is dropping to below 50%, you might want to use the gas stove for an evening to cook and let that battery recharge itself. If the battery gets below 20%, it will cut out as a battery protect feature, which you really don't want happening. So as I say, if it gets below 30%, maybe 40-30%, just cook on the gas stove for a night, but it shouldn't be an issue. The last button we have here is for the external light above this sliding door, and it's just an on-off switch.